So, what is fasting? I'm the sort of guy that likes my food. I like to eat. Um, and when I'm hungry, there's a thing called hangry, which is what happens to me is when lack of food happens, you kind of just start to go, "Argh." Why do we fast? Why is it essential that God has laid this thing for us to do? Well, when we look at the Bible, fasting was the point that Jesus was able to actually connect. He was able to see what it was like to suffer. He went without food. Fasting is a point where we can actually find that time to put those things aside that we actually like, that we actually love. So in the Bible, we look at Jesus going without food, but it could be even you going without social media. It could even be you going without those necessities, those things that you actually love and crave. It could be fasting from your mobile phone, fasting from your social media, actually spending time in relationship with God, actually knowing what it's like to listen, to be away from the noise, not to have that noise anymore, but to actually concentrate on the voice of God. And when you're in that place where you have no food, the only thing you can do is to just listen. I remember the first time I decided that I was actually going to go with food for 2 days straight. I was drinking water, but 2 days straight with no food. And the time that it hit me was that time at night where your stomach starts to rumble and you're there in bed. But what that allowed me to do was actually sit there and connect with God, actually sit there and listen. So fasting is that thing that brings us closer to God. And sometimes you may even hear the doctors actually telling you to go with no food for a day before you complete the operation. But in Christianity, we actually use it as a way of just connecting, listening to God, and actually seeking His face. So what I'm asking you to do is, maybe food might be that thing that you can just stay away from. Maybe it could even be social media. But I'm asking you to put aside that thing that you hold dearly to your heart and say, you know what, God, I am ready. I'm ready to listen to your voice. I really want to hear you speak. So I'm going to challenge you today. What's that one thing that you're going to do? What's that one thing that you were going to fast from? Thanks and God bless.